Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference for Reignited Usyk Fury 2, a great night of World Championship Boxing to be held on Saturday, December 21st from the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We would first like to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and His Excellency, Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority, Jia, Turkey Al-Sheikh. It is being brought to you by Riyadh Season and the General Entertainment Authority, Jia, with Frank Warren for Queensberry Promotions, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, Bob Aram for Top Rank Incorporated, Gold Star Promotions, Gypsy King, K2 Promotions, and Sella, along with their great sponsors, Saudi Tourism Authority, Saudi National Bank, STC, Dr. Suleiman El Habib Medical Group, Saudia Airlines, New Muraba Development Company, Tawuniya, Lucid Motors, and Al Tanfidi. A big thanks to those sponsors. This great event will be shown in the UK and worldwide on DAZN, and also in the UK on TNT Sports Box Office. Let's now welcome our Part 1 press conference participants, beginning with Lightning Lee McGregor, Isaac Westgate Warrior Lowe, Peter McGrail, Dennis the Menace McCann, Dave the White Rhino Allen, Johnny the Romford Bull Fisher, Dempsey the Tower McKean, Moses Etauma, International Boxing Hall of Fame promoter Frank Warren of Queensberry Promotions, Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. And now, here is your host, Mr. Dev Sani.
Wow. Thank you, Thomas Schreiber. Let's hear it for Thomas Schreiber. That voice from the soles of his boots, so good. Okay, well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome wherever you are joining us around the world. It's great to be back here in Guildhall in the City of London. Those of you who are here, those of you that will remember, we were here for the Joshua Dubois press conference. What a fight, what a night that turned out to be. And we're only a couple of weeks removed from an iconic night in Riyadh. Artur Beterbiev became the undisputed world light heavyweight champion. This is just the kind of history being made by Riyadh Season. That was a night, that was a fight that caused drama, that caused action, and that caused plenty of debate. And it also served as a bit of a reminder as to what Riyadh Season is delivering. At the highest level of the sport, it's about the best versus the best. And that's what today is about. Today we formally launch another iconic event, December 21st, Usyk versus Fury 2. This is very much the best versus the best. Back in May, Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury, they finally met. They met in a ring of fire to decide the first undisputed world heavyweight champion of the century. On December 21st, that ring of fire is reignited. Alexander Usyk gets the opportunity to rubber stamp his legacy, to do once again what he's already done. Tyson Fury gets the opportunity at redemption and also to become a three-time world heavyweight champion. And thankfully, all of us get the opportunity to just watch it unfold. December 21st. Have a look at this top table here as well. I mean, it's what we expect from these Riyadh season events. It's just banger after banger. So many fantastic undercard fights. Fighters with points to prove, statements to make, and some fighters who may well be the future of this sport. I want to open up by bringing in Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren. Frank will speak about the main event in the part 2, but the undercard, you're sat next to what many are calling the future of the division. It's a brilliant undercard. Talk to us about it.
Well, it is, as you say, it's a brilliant undercard, and we've got the WBO World Youth Champion in Moses, who's done everything, and I mean everything that's been asked of him up to as yet. One of the most exciting young fighters I've ever been involved with, still a teenager. And this is a big step up for him, a massive step up. You know, his last fight, he stopped walking 2 rounds, and with Dempsey, he lost to Hrgovic, I think it was the last fight, over 12 rounds. And we all see Hrgovic in his last loss, or his first loss, I should say, against Daniel Dubois, which was for the interim world title, and you see how dangerous Hrgovic was, but he went 12 rounds. We got to the 12th round with him. So this is a big step up for Moses, but we got confidence in him, we believe in him, and we believe that he, in time, will be the future of heavyweight boxing.
Thank you, Frank. Let's bring in Eddie Hearn. Eddie, again, the sort of undercard that we expect from these Riyadh season events. Plenty of interest from your side as well, with, of course, Peter McGrail taking on Dennis McCann and Johnny Fisher against Dave Allen. So much to talk about. Talk to us about it.
Thanks, Dev. Yeah, I mean, I think that even if we had no fighters on this card, we'd be there, because what we saw first time around was just one of the best fights I've ever seen live between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Really blessed and thankful to be given opportunities for our fighters on this card. And when you look at the 3 Matchroom guys on the card, I mean, Not Here Today, for me, is one of the best fights in the 154-pound division. Israel Madrimov against Sergey Bokacic, 2 guys that could have got the nod in their last fight against Terence Crawford and Virgil Ortiz, jumped straight in with each other. It's an incredible matchup. Johnny Fisher, you know, you talk about Moses Atumu, that's an outstanding talent. For me, those 2 guys there are the future of the heavyweight division in this country. Johnny Fisher, the biggest ticket seller in the country outside of Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury right now. He's got a great fight against the ever-popular Dave Allen. It's a really tough fight and a good step up. And for me, one of the best fights that can be made in British boxing, which is Peter McGrail against Dennis McCann. You know, the number 1, number 2 super bantamweights in the country, both world-class fighters, fighting for the British and European titles. And I think this is exactly what we need to see in the sport. The opportunity that I think both guys on this platform have to take, and we're the benefactors of that, seeing these great matchups. And I just want to say as well, I want to make sure that everybody and every fight fan tries to get themselves to Riyadh on December 21st. You know, we were there a couple of weeks ago for Bivol against Beterbiev. This place is incredible. I actually went last weekend to watch the tennis, to see the opening of the snooker academy there. The 167 Snooker Masters is on the same week as Fury Usyk. When people talk about the lack of you know, the atmosphere in Riyadh, if you would have seen the tennis last week, if you would have seen the snooker, if you would have seen Fury Usyk, the atmosphere is brilliant. And last time for Fury Usyk, the weigh-in, the press conference, the fight was electric. So we're all going to be working hard with Queensberry and Gold Star to make sure that it's accessible for UK fight fans. Johnny Fisher's going to be bringing out a huge army just on his own. But honestly, you have to come and experience this place. It's incredible. There's so much happening there. And let's create a night to remember for what is, I think, the biggest night of boxing in 2024 on December 21st.
Thank you very much, Eddie. Let's start speaking to the fighters. Lee McGregor against Isaac Lowe in the featherweight division. This is a fight that has been bubbling away. It's been on, it's been off, but now it's very much on. And I'd like to start with Lee McGregor here. And Lee, I heard you talk about this is the sort of night that you live for. This is everything, right? Huge stage, chance to finally put this rivalry with Isaac Lowe to bed.
Yeah, no, for sure, Dave. as you say, it's been bubbling for a long time. We were due to fight in December last year. Unfortunately, Al got injured. We rescheduled the date for early this year. For whatever reason, the fight never happened. Fortunately for the both of us, it's landed on this huge event, one of the biggest events that the world is going to see. So I'm just absolutely buzzing and ready to make a statement.
I watched your kind of digital face-off with Isaac Lowe from last year when this fight was first scheduled. All seemed pretty friendly, pretty amicable. And then I checked Twitter, and more recently there's things about Isaac Lowe saying he's going to put you to sleep and retire you. What's happened? What's gone wrong, Lee?
I don't know, honestly. This is what I mean. You don't know what you're getting with Isaac. So we'll see. December the 21st, the talking stops. It's just me and him in the ring. There's no entourage. There's no Tyson. There's nobody. It's just me and Isaac, and the best man will win. And I firmly believe that'll be me.
Well, let's bring in the Westgate Warrior, Isaac Lowe.
How do we do, people?
We're doing well. I'm doing well. I think the people are doing well, and we'll be doing very well when we see you on December 21st against Lee McGregor. It's a fight that you have wanted for some time. Tell us your thoughts heading into it.
Yeah, like Lisa just said there, it's been coming off for 12 months now, and we're finally going to settle the dust on December the 21st. I'm looking forward to it. It's a fight what we picked. We got a few names got mentioned to Spencer, and we picked on. We wanted Lee. We wanted Lee from last year with him pulling out. Obviously, he had an injury problem. But it's been 12 months in the making now, and I think I need to make a big statement in this fight, and I think Lee's the right person to do it again. So, yeah, just make sure you don't have no more injuries and just turn up on December the 21st.
Don't you worry.
Don't you worry.
Don't worry, son.
You should get down on your knees and suck my balls, so I'll give you the biggest chance in boxing.
Apologies for...
Sorry about that.
Let's try and keep it clean, please, fellas. Isaac, let me just ask you this. There was a comment from Lee McGregor, again on Twitter, where he talked about, if you want me to beat you up on your mate's undercard, I will gladly beat you up on that. That's, I guess, what he has the opportunity to do, but you've got to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, if he beats me up, he beats me up. I'm going to try and beat him up. So the good thing is we're going to go on. The winner of this fight is the fans. Whoever knows boxing, knows me and Lee's style, we're going to go there, and he's going to punch the shit out of me, and I'm going to punch the shit out of him, and obviously there's got to be a winner. The good thing is we're going to get paid for it. I'm going to go back home to our family safe and well, and that's the most important thing. But there's only one winner, and there's only one outcome of this fight, and it goes however I want to go. Outbox him, stop him. So depends what mood I'm in.
Well, okay, apologies again for the language. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, anyone offended by a few stray words here and there. Lee McGregor, let me just get the final word from you on this fight. How's it going to go? What's going to happen? What's the plan December 21st?
Well, do you know what? Isaac has proved himself. He's proved that he is a good fighter. You know, he's only lost at the top level twice. Both world champions, Nick Ball and Lopez. So I do feel like I'm going to go in here and make a statement and win this well and convincingly, however it may be.
Just don't take a backward step now when it comes to it. Don't back off. Stand and fight.
Well, this is the thing, Dave. I can win this fight any way I want. You know, people forget my amateur background. I've fought for GB. I've travelled the world. People in boxing know how good I really am. Sometimes I let my heart rule my head. But on December the 21st, we'll get it right. We'll get the job done, and we'll get it done in style. And I'll make a statement, like I say.
Thank you, Lee McGregor. Thank you, Isaac Lowe, as well. I told you, this one is bubbling away. They've wanted to fight each other for about a year. December 21st, they will do just that. All right, let's move to the super bantamweight division. As Eddie Hearn put earlier, one of the best fights that can be made right now in the division, Dennis McCann and Peter McGrail. Now, Dennis McCann brings in his British, Commonwealth and European titles, and Peter McGrail, simply one of the best amateurs this country's ever seen, and he's his mandatory. Let's speak first to Peter McGrail. Peter, I watched an interview with Dennis McCann the other day. He said, Peter, get ready, because you know who the man is. So, Peter, give us your thoughts, and who is the man?
I'm the man, Dev. He knows I'm the man. His team knows I'm the man.
Everyone in this room knows he's the man.
And I'm going to show you all December 21st who the boy is. So, yeah, that's it, Dev.
This is a fight that you've wanted for some time, right?
Yeah, it is. He's got the belt, Sonny, on the domestic scene, and you know he's a big name. He's Queensberry's little golden boy, and you know that finishes on December the 21st.
Well, let's bring in Queensberry's little golden boy, as you put there, Peter. Dennis, this is a great fight. Fantastic against a British opponent who's very, very confident that he's going to do a number on you on December 21st. What are you thinking?
100%. Listen, action speaks louder than words. We see what happened to him before. He got sleeped by Gerald Quinn, who in my eyes is a journeyman, really, to be honest with you.
Lad,
let me finish. I'm talking. 1 second.
He's better than your best.
Who's a journeyman, to be honest with you.
17 and 0, lad.
He's fought absolutely no one.
Lad, your best win.
He's an amateur.
You got beat off Baluta and got gifted a draw. You got gifted a draw off Baluta.
This is professional boxing.
17 and 0 he was, lad.
Shush, I'm talking.
Yeah,
all the us, and we get smacked straight in that chin.
Come on,
He'll know then. This is professional boxing. Yeah. You can't be ussy-and running around like a chicken around the ring.
You can talk as much as you want, yeah. You're still going to get a beat down on December the 21st.
Yeah, well, listen, you should thank me you're even here, to be honest with you, because God knows how you even got here.
To be honest, I can't even
God
take you serious in that
jacket,
lad.
You've beaten absolutely no one. You stepped up once.
by me granddad for Crimbo.
Aye, you've stepped up once, you got sleeped. And you're going to get sleeped again December 21st, and I'll knock you straight out.
Right, Sam, we'll see, lad.
You're 28 years of age, you're 29 years of age now. Really, it's now or never, really, you know what I mean?
Who's 24, who's 23, at the end of the day, lad, we're going to fight December
the 21st. You're 28, 29 years of age, you know what I mean?
Not mumbling, lad, I can't even understand you.
Relax. All that tongue of telling that shillagist making you very angry. Relax, brother. It's all good.
I'm good, me, lad, I'm good, don't worry.
You're going to get your little weapons December 21st.
Sausage.
To be honest with you, I think it's the fight of the card. I think it's definitely going to be a great fight.
I don't think so, Dennis. Me and Lee I'm not having that.
Stylistically, it's a great fight. And stylistically, I think that his style, southpaw, I think it's my favourite type of style to fight. I think it's great. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a very entertaining fight, but I think it only goes one way, and that's Peter McGrail looking up off the canvas.
You box no one like me, lad.
I box no one like you. Give your head a wobble, brother, please.
You box no one like me.
Give yourself a few slaps in the face and wake yourself up.
You box no one like me.
Who have you beat?
December the 21st.
Who, brother? Who have you beat? Brad Foster ain't won a fight in 4 years.
I'm going to beat you December.
Mark Leach was fresh out the pub 2 weeks before the fight. Who have you beat?
I'm going to beat you December, lad.
Okay,
fellas. You beat lad Baluta. You got gifted a win. You got gifted a draw.
I know you knocked Baluta Birdie survived the 12 rounds.
You got gifted a draw, and then you couldn't even get him out of there. Put me in with Baluta, lad. He wouldn't last a few rounds.
You're fighting for my belts. Your belt. You can bring that. You can bring that back with you to Liverpool, to be honest.
It's for your belt, lad.
That belt is not with a flag to me. I wouldn't even wear that around my waist. You can keep that, to be honest with you. I've achieved more than you have, a 22-year-old, than you have in your whole career.
Okay, I'm just going to come in there. Thank you. Dennis and Peter, between you, you've covered all of my questions. So we're going to move things on, Frank.
And you're missing an important thing. It's Queensberry v Matchroom again. So there's a lot at stake. So you can't let us down. You can't let us down.
Don't worry, man. I won't let you down. I didn't let you down before.
This is what this is all about. You've got to win this one. This is a big fight. Lot on the line, boys.
Great fight.
Brilliant fight. Super bantamweight division, British, Commonwealth and European titles on the line. Dennis McCann.
And still.
Peter McGrail. I'm sure Dennis McCann and still. And we've heard and the new. Let's move things on to the heavyweights. To the heavyweight division. We've got a couple of absolutely brilliant fights here. Two of the most popular British heavyweights of the last few years, Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen, will now clash. They've flirted about fighting for a little while, and now it's finally going to happen. And I'm going to start with Dave Allen. Great to see you back, Dave. And this is a fight that I understand you knew would happen one day.
Yeah, first of all, just want to say how grateful I am to be on this show. Many times over the last even 10 years, didn't think I'd be involved in big fights ever. So to be back in on a stage like this, I'm very grateful and thankful to everyone involved. Secondly, me and Johnny are on very good terms. There'll be no back and forth with us. This will be a bit of a quieter one. But yeah, I always knew it would happen. The last few years, I was the first pro he sparred. And from that day, I knew that I'd do really well. We've kept in touch. And, the last 12, 18 months, he started to improve, get some good wins. And the trajectory that he was on, and the trajectory that I'd been on, I knew that we'd meet somewhere in the middle. So it's a take, and if I didn't think I could win, it depends how good Johnny Fisher is. Being completely honest, if he's really, really, really good, I'm probably in trouble. But if he's not, I'm just the guy to beat him. So I'm looking forward to it, and may the best man win.
Well, let's bring in the Romford Bull, Johnny Fisher. Great to see you. If you're really, 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 really good, Dave Allen's in trouble. So how good are you?
Well, first of all, good afternoon, everyone. It's an honour and a privilege to be here, and these are the nights you dream of as a kid, to be on shows like this. So I'm very thankful as well as Dave is. And I don't know if I'm really, 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 really good, but I'm all right, and I can punch, and I train hard, and I'm fit, and I'm strong. And I've got to be all them things to beat Dave Allen. I know what it's like sparring with Dave Allen. We sparred 5 years ago when I was 19, 20 years old. And he gave me a bit of a pasting, if I'm being honest, but I knew that day when I walked out of that gym, I've got the minerals of what it takes to be a heavyweight boxer. And I've learnt a lot in that time with Mark Tibbs, Jimmy Tibbs, Sonny Cannon in the gym. And now it's about showing and expressing them skills. And if I'm not on it, and if I don't show what I'm about, Dave Allen's the sort of bloke who can get into the fight. He can wing them in, he's clever, he's cute, and I've got to be 100% on it. The pressure's on me in this fight, I know that. I say I've been more active, but Dave Allen's actually fought more rounds than me this year. I've fought a total of 1 round, because I've had 2 first-round knockouts. So it's up to me to get about and set about Dave. He might be my mate, but when we come to the 21st of December, I'm going to give it 110%, and I'm sure he'll be doing the same.
What are your advantages, Johnny?
I'm fresher, I'm a 25-year-old young man, I can punch and I've got a great corner. And boxing, you can have all them physical attributes, you can be fit and strong, but mentally in your head, that's the most important thing. And I think I'm made of strong stuff, and I'm waiting for that day to prove it. And if Dave's up for it, and if he's on it, I think you'll have to try and bring that out of me. So I'm prepared for any eventuality in this fight, that's my strength.
Well, Dave Allen, I understand this fight's been presented before, you might have mentioned it there, and you waited because you wanted to be ready. So what makes this version of Dave Allen ready, not just to come and give it a go and give us all a good show, but to actually beat Johnny Fisher, to upset Eddie Hearn?
Yeah, this is my last chance, really. I've said that about 8 times, but I think this actually might be the last one. Yeah, I'm stubborn, you know, that's what I am, really. There's nothing really special about me at all. I'm not fast, I don't punch that hard, but I'm just stubborn, really. I've been around forever. I've sparred everyone, I've boxed everyone. I'm just stubborn, yeah. So, like, from round 1 to 10, I'm going to be there. So, yeah, as I said before, like, it really depends on how good he is. If he's the real deal, like I said, I'm in trouble. If he's not, I will beat him. I've proven that in the past. And, of course, it is my last chance. I've been guilty in the past of probably not putting 100% in, but I know this is the one. It's like when I boxed David Price. You know, I was the young kid coming through, and you know, and now I guess I'm in the last chance saloon. And realistically, really, this was the most winnable fight out of all of the fights I could have had. You know, he is still a baby. So yeah, I really do think the best version of myself wins this fight. I've got to train hard, and I've got to get a bed the right side that day. But if I do that, I have no doubts at all that I win this fight. So yeah, I really genuinely have no doubts at all. I know how good I can be. I just hope that I've not missed the boat, really, in terms of taking it serious. But having 2 kids, it's really switched me on. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I want to give it my best.
Thank you, Dave. Final one to you, Johnny. Looking forward to a big Chinese in Riyadh?
100%. I hope everyone's there. We're going to get some sweet and sour chicken balls in. We'll get some crispy aromatic duck. But aside from that, Dave is a mate, really. I'm on good terms with him. But when that bell goes, I'm going to give it 110%. And he's fighting, as he said, for his kids, for his family. I don't have any kids of myself, but I've got a family at home, and I'm fighting every time I get in that ring to give them a better life. So I've got just as much motivation as anyone else on this table.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Johnny Fisher. Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen, brilliant fight, heavyweight fight coming up on the undercard. Well, the next one is truly a heavyweight fight. There's a man here sat next to Frank Warren, seen by many as the future of the heavyweight division in Moses Itauma. But he takes on Dempsey McKean, who is by far, on paper, the toughest test of his career, and very much has his own ambitions to become a world champion. Let's begin with Dempsey McKean. Moses has been calling you out. He's been calling your name for a little while. Why do you think he's been doing that?
Look, he's probably in the position where he wants to step up, you know, and that's exactly what he wants to do. So I think he said he called out numerous people and tried to get a bite. And, you know, we've been dying for a fight for a long time. You know, I've been out of the ring since the Herkovic fight. It's been just over a year. We've been in the gym every day. We've been prepping for fights. Some fights have fallen through. So it's not like I'm coming off the couch. I'm in good stead. I'm in good shape. And, you know, he's got a world rank, and I lost my world rankings after my recent loss. So what better way to take out the number 6 in the WBO and take his position and climb my shot back up at another title.
Well, the narrative around all of Moses' fights so far have been about, can this guy test him? Can he get rounds in? How's he going to look compared to this guy? But you are very much a heavyweight, only one loss on your record in the final round against Herkovic. You've got your own ambitions. Tell us about them.
Yeah, definitely. I see myself as still a contender. You know, another good win is going to chuck me straight back in the mix, and world-rated heavyweight in the top 10, and someone who's starting to get a bit of hype behind him as well. So what better way to test myself? If I can't beat Moses, then I'm not going to beat the top guys. So.
And do you think the hype's real?
Yeah, look, he's got a good skill set. He's young, he's immature, he's inexperienced, he's only 19, you know, so we're looking to capitalise on a few of those things. So, but he's a good, fast southpaw. There's no doubt in my mind that he's a good fighter, and like I said, he's got a good skill set. So, but we're going to come in with a good game plan, and as long as we execute that, we're going to come away with our hand raised.
Well, let's speak to Moses Italma. Dempsey McKean is here, confident, ready to take you on December 21st. You've been mentioning his name for a while. Why?
To be fair, Joe, I want to start off by saying thank you for everyone for coming out. And I would also like to say thank you to Dempsey McKean for obviously taking this fight. Like I have stated before, since my fight with Marius Wack, I've literally called out everybody and anybody, and Dempsey McKean happened to be one of the guys that I called out. And obviously he's accepted the fight, and I'm happy. I'm happy because this is the step up I wanted. This is the step up I need, and I feel like a KO win with Dempsey McKean could definitely put me up there.
Do you think he can test you? Do you think this is the guy?
100%. How can he not? Like, literally, his only loss was to Filip Hrgovic, which was in the last round. So I believe that this is a good fight for me. And I'm just happy to get back in there. Like, I haven't boxed for like so it seems like forever. And I just want to get back in the ring, you know. And against Dempsey McKean, I can really test myself, see how far I can go.
He says you're inexperienced. I think he's probably right there, although you've been boxing as an amateur for many years as well. But he's seen things he can capitalise on. What do you think about that?
Listen, we'll see when we get in there. Like, obviously, a lot of people do think that. And that's probably why people kind of take the fight against me. They're like, oh, he's inexperienced, he ain't done this, he ain't done that. I've been boxing since more than half my life. I'm not exactly like, do you know what I mean? So I feel like expect something big, I guess.
Dempsey, is this too much too soon for Moses Italma?
Yeah, look, they've been saying they wanted to step up, yeah? So what better opportunity than to, you know, have a step up and try and let's see what kind of medal he's got as well. So you've got to give your hat off to him. 19 years old, taking on a good contender. Like I said, only losses to Filip Hrgovic, and you know, you've got to give him his flowers where they're due. So, but I think it's probably too soon for him. I'm feeling confident coming in. Too big, too strong, too much experience, and yeah, it's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good fight regardless, you know. Like I said, he's a crafty southpaw, and I think it's going to be a great fight.
I just wanted to say, Dempsey, you're meant to feel like that. You are meant to feel like that. Listen, I don't want to fight you if you think that you're going to get in there and you're going to lose. I want you to have that attitude of, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to win.
Of course, I'm not here like majority of the other opponents, just happy to come in, collect a paycheck, you know. I'm coming in with a full camp under my belt, good condition, training specifically for you as well.
Good. And that's only going to bring the best out of us, and we can obviously display that for the fans. Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited to share the ring.
Get it on.
I'm excited too. Thank you, Dempsey. Moses, just a final one to yourself. I can't ignore that you are sat next to Johnny Fisher. Both of you are seen really as the future of British heavyweight boxing and beyond. I saw you do an interview the other day saying, why would he fight a 19-year-old who could potentially end his career? Tell us more about that, and how does it feel to be sat next to the wrong
I kind of
people?
feel like he's not done this on purpose, because he is Eddie's man, and he was like, you know what, let's sit him next to Moses Italma. Listen, I think Johnny Fisher's improved since he's turned pro. Listen, I don't hate the man. Obviously, I've sparred him before. Obviously, me and Johnny have had a few conversations. Listen, I don't hate the man, but I feel like, listen, the fight will always be there on the table if you ever want it. And one day, we'll have it. Maybe a Chinese after or something.
I agree. We didn't get that Chinese in when we meant to a few years back. But listen, I will fight anyone. Anyone out there, I will fight. What they've got to realise is my value, what I bring to the table. But listen, I think I'm not a Man City. I'm not an AC Milan. I'm not a Liverpool. But I am a cold night away in Stoke. And to beat me, you've got to pull your socks up and put your shin pads on to beat me. But listen, Moses Itama, a great talent. I've got so much respect for him. And that is a massive fight for the British public down the line, and I think that can happen.
Presumably you agree, Moses. Big fight.
100%. Honestly.
What are you ordering for the Chinese, though, if we go after? What's your order?
Oh, we'll see. We'll see when we get there.
Right, lovely.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone at this top table. That concludes part one of today's two-part press conference. We're going to get some face-offs now down the front. Thank you.
Lightning Lee McGregor and Usyk Westgate Warrior Low. 10 rounds scheduled in the super featherweight division. Peter McGrail, Dennis the Menace McMahon, 12 rounds scheduled for the British Commonwealth and EBU Super Bantamweight Championships. Gabe, the White Rhino Allen, and Johnny, the Romford Bull Fisher. 10-round schedule in the heavyweight division. Dempsey, the Tower McKean, and Moses Atalma. 10-round schedule in the heavyweight division.
Champion. His professional record, 22 fights, 22 victories, 14 wins by knockout. From Ukraine, the former cruiserweight world champion, the reigning, defending, undefeated, universally recognized heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Here he is, the reigning and defending, universally recognized heavyweight world champion, Alexander Usyk. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our host, Mr. Dev Sani.
Thank you, Michael Buffer. Let's hear it for Michael Buffer, by the way. Big fight feels when Michael Buffer is in town. We know it's about to go down. Okay, well, let's actually want to start this whole press conference. There's a lot of promoters, managers and trainers up here. I actually want to start by hearing from the challenger heading into December 21st. I want to hear from Tyson Fury. And Tyson, this is the first time in a long time you've been the hunter, not the hunted. First time in a long time you're the underdog, not the favourite. And first time ever you head into a fight with a loss on your record. Tell us what is going on in the mind of the Gypsy King.
It's actually been about 4.5 years. Was the Wilder 2 fight last time I was the underdog in these fights. What's going through my mind? I'm just looking forward to a fantastic fight. You know, last time in May it was a fantastic fight. Alexander won the fight fair and square. Just looking to put on a great fight again. You know, it was very close last time. He got it by a point. A little bit more focus, a little bit more lack of complacency, and I should do the job, what I need to do. You know, it's nothing drastic has to change, a bit more the same, a little bit more focus, like I say, and I will be victorious.
Thank you, Tyson. Let's get an opening word from Alexander Usyk. Alexander, you have been undisputed in 2 weight divisions. You have achieved your goal. You have climbed the top of the mountain. What is your motivation heading into this rematch with Tyson Fury on December 21st?
Hi everybody, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here, here. What is my motivation? I don't have motivation. Only my regime, only my concentration. This is my motivation. Enough.
Enough for now. Enough for now. We'll be coming back to you, Alexander. We'll be coming back to you as well, Tyson. Let's bring in Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren. And Frank, we were talking earlier, it's been about a year since this whole Riyadh season thing started with boxing. It's been absolutely incredible. What a fight coming up. What a year it's been.
It's been an unbelievable. Last October was the first one, which was Tyson. He opened up the Riyadh season against Ngannou. Since then, we've had some brilliant nights. For me, the standout fight was these two guys. I mean, it was history. First time the 4 belts were on the line. You had 2 undefeated fighters going into the fight. It was a magnificent fight. Unbelievably top quality heavyweight bout. And the next one is going to be, I think, every bit as good, if not better, because they've been in the ring with each other. They've shared that ring. I know they've got respect for each other, and I know they'll be looking for clues to try and negate what they feel the other guy's best moves will be and so forth. But you know what? It's just going to be great. It's going to be great. And I believe in Tyson. I believed in him from day one. And I believe he can go and do this business in style. We've had great fights in the Riyadh season. We've had 67 boxers on the cards, 42 title fights, 14 world title bouts, 5 unified titles, and 2 undisputed, all in 12 months, as well as the Riyadh season events in Los Angeles and London. London was the biggest live gate in UK boxing history. And then what happened about this? They got His Excellency and Riyadh season got the promoters working together. They got the TV companies working together. Never been known. CNT, DAZN, Sky, all working together to continue to support the greatest sport in the world. The boxing landscape is in the best shape it's ever been in because of Riyadh season. And we've got on the 21st of December, the fight. It's going to be amazing.
Thank you, Frank. Let's bring in Alex Krasik from Team Usyk. Alex, it was a great night for you in May. I did hear you say, however, that you feel the referee stole a knockout win from Alexander Usyk in the 9th round. Give us your thoughts heading into the rematch and your reflections on the first fight, please.
Hello, London, the capital of boxing in the world. Dev, thanks for the question. I will not, unfortunately, answer it because it was in the past. Now, as Usyk used to say, we have the present and we are making the future in the present. So after having been so fortunate to see the undisputed heavyweight championship between 2 best athletes in the world, which is a unique fortune, a unique phenomenon, but seeing them fighting for the 2nd time in a row is almost a miracle. So thanks to His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh for making fans' dreams come true. I wish both guys go through their respective training camps healthy, well prepared and ready to go, and let the best man win again. Thank you very much. God bless all of us.
Thank you, Alex Krasik. Completely swerved the question. Let's bring in Brad Jacobs, very much in Team Tyson. Brad Jacobs, of course, from Top Rank. You were there to witness an incredible fight back in May. How are you feeling about this one, and how confident are you that your man Tyson Fury here will get the job done?
Very confident, of course. Well, thank you, first of all, Dev, and everyone involved in the event, especially Gia, His Excellency, Sella, the companies, Queensberry, Team Usyk. Look, Tyson Fury is best with his back to the wall. We've seen it a few times before with the Wilder and Klitschko He's sort of in that position again, and I have no doubt that Tyson will become victorious again in a Tyson-esque way. We don't know what way that'll be, but it will happen. One of his performances on the 21st. So we're really looking forward to it. Thrilled to be involved. Bob would have loved to be here today. Had a previously scheduled engagement, but we're looking forward to the 21st.
Thank you, Brad. Just want to bring in Eddie Hearn here from Matchroom, who was on the Tyson Fury side of the table. Eddie, you were there?
What is going on in this building?
How exciting.
Is this Eddie Hearn on my table?
You must have a chirp on me being on your side, I'll tell you. Thanks to Frank and Spencer for inviting me out. I do feel like a bit of a competition winner. Sorry, Alexander. I mean, look, you know, whoever wins, I'll be nice and fair and honest as always.
Don't
whoever wins
worry.
on the 21st, I'll be on their side after, you know. Just on behalf of His Excellency in Riyadh season, I mean, I think they mentioned Alex Krasuk. The amazing thing is seeing this fight not once but twice in 7 months. Because the best way to describe this fight is the first one. It's very unusual for me to be in that position watching two guys that I don't have any business in. And the hairs on the back of my neck were standing up. My heart was beating out of my chest watching this fight because I love boxing. And for me, that was the ultimate in the sport of boxing, the undisputed heavyweight world championship. And listen, as a outsider, as a, you know, someone with no skin in the game, let's be honest, this fight was close. When those decisions were in, Alexander Usyk proved himself as the pound-for-pound #1 in the sport. Just a remarkable fighter, undisputed cruiserweight world champion, undisputed heavyweight world champion. And, you know, every time I've bet against Tyson Fury, he's proved everybody wrong. So you can't rule him out in this fight. And all the respect for Alexander Usyk. We have to be Team Britain for this fight. And I just urge every fight fan to make your way to Riyadh on December 21st, because last time the atmosphere was incredible. Forget what people say. Oh, the atmosphere isn't great out there. The atmosphere was incredible for the last fight. We've got an incredible undercard, one of the best fights that can be made in boxing. Good luck, Tyson. Good luck, Alexander. This is exactly what the sport needs. You've both been tremendous for the sport of boxing. May the best man win.
Thank you, Eddie Hearn. I want to hear from Spencer Brown of Gold Star Promotions. Now, Spencer, again, you were there at the very start of Riyadh season's involvement in boxing. What an incredible year it has been. That's point one. Point two is, you said that you've seen something different in Tyson Fury heading into this fight. Tell us a little bit more about that as well.
Well, Riyadh season it's just blown everybody away. The quality that's been on there, the standards, it's made some of the lower ranked boxers come right up. We've seen people fighting for world titles that maybe we thought would never, and Turki Al-Sheikh has made that his priority to do that, and made all the biggest fights in the world we could think of, really. I mean, we just had one, but I think this one on the 21st will be the biggest fight this year. I think Tyson Fury will come out victorious. The boxing it's just a job for Tyson. If you speak to him, it's just a job. It's like taking the bins and the bags out. It's just a job for him. But he's got 10 weeks now, 10 weeks of hard graft. He's going to be bigger, stronger, and he's going to do his best. And I think he's going to beat Alexander Usyk. Let's not take anything away from him. He's some unbelievable fighter. I still believe that Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in the world, and I think we're going to see that on the 21st. And good luck to both teams, and let's hope there's no incidents in the training camps or anything that could put a block on anything, because as we saw the last fight, it was incredible, and I think we're going to in Britain, we're going to have our champion back again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Spencer Brown. Let's go back to the Usyk side of the table. Egis Klimas, the manager of Alexander Usyk. Egis, I've seen a few comments from you online reacting to things that Tyson Fury has said. Are you okay with Tyson Fury? What's going on there? And also tell us why you feel your man's going to repeat the job on December 21st.
Good evening, London. very happy to be here. Where we go again, you know, for Usyk Fury. It used to be Fury Usyk, right now it's the Usyk Fury, December 21. The last fight, as everybody saw and witnessed, it was incredible fight. It was a big entertainment fight for fans. Half of a fight, nobody knew what was going to go on, who's going to win, who's going to, you know, who's going to be a winner. But I think Alexander, not I think, but I know, Alexander picked up a pace for the end of the fight, and he pulled out the fight. We were lucky to become as the winners. As far as the upcoming fight, it's hard to predict. It's boxing. We know. We've seen many. Sometimes you can win, but nowadays the judges just see it different than we see a fight. But hopefully the judges is going to be very fair for the fight. And my biggest wish, both guys become without the cuts, then we don't have to curse each other. And the best man going to win December 21. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aegis. Just a final one for yourself. I did see some comments with you and Tyson Fury online. Everything okay with you guys? What's going on there?
Of course, everything is okay. Look, you know, we're a professional. Some are professional boxers, some are professional managers, some are professional promoters. We need to promote a fight, and sometimes we're just getting out of a lane and start fucking each other, and which is nothing we can do much about it. This is a sport. This is an environment we're in. So nothing new here.
Apologies for the language. I wasn't expecting to have to say that after Aegis Klimas spoke today, but there we are. Thank you, Aegis. Let's head over. Let's talk to the trainers. Let's speak first to Sugar Hill, very much Tyson Fury's man, heading into this just like you were in the last few fights. Has Tyson Fury got to do anything different, and what happened in that first fight as you reflect on it?
I've been listening to everybody talk, and everybody's talking, and everybody's saying the right things. It was a great fight. It's good for boxing and all of that. The only thing I have to say is that in life, you learn from mistakes. You learn in life. And, yeah, you have to better yourself. So that's pretty much it.
Has Tyson Fury got to better himself for the rematch?
I said it already.
Okay, over and out from Sugar Hill. The mic has been removed. Back to Eddie Hearn, Eddie. Let's bring in Serge Lapin, very much the Usyk camp, Usyk's trainer. Serge, has Alexander got to do anything different in the rematch, or did everything just go to plan the first time?
Good evening, everybody. We analyze almost every action and do the hard work. Thanks RTF team for opportunity to utilize modern technology is our work. We'll be hearing from sound. Usyk, Usyk, Usyk.
Okay, and tactically, has everything still the same?
We see you 21st December in tactic, technique, and new physical style.
Okay, we look forward to it, Serge. All right, let's speak to the fighters again. Tyson, I'm going to bring you in here. I saw a post on your social media. You said, "I know what I have to do. I saw my shortcomings, and I am inevitable." Tell us about that.
Listen, we did the fight in May of this year. Great fight. I know we keep bragging on about it, but it's in the past now, so we've got to put that behind us. What happened in the fight was a good fight for the fans, and we move on from that. But like I said earlier on in my opening statement, I have to be a little bit more focused and a little bit more smart to get the victory. As it would seem, my rematch with people is always ends up one way. I always end up knocking them out in the rematch. Whoever I've faced more than once has been knocked out in the rematch. So I'm envisaging something similar in the second fight with Usyk. All I can do is prepare well, train hard, eat well, go to bed early, wake up early, do the right things, listen to people around me, and the rest is in God's hands. And last time in May, it wasn't my time to win, or else the Almighty would have given me the victory. And I'm very happy that Usyk got the decision, because God's timing is not late, it's not imperfect, it's perfection. So that was meant to be, and we're going to find out what's going to be meant to be in December the 21st. I believe it will be my time this time, and I believe that all things that happen, negative or positive, are lessons. We must learn from the things that we go through in our lives, and we can only do the best we can do as human beings and as boxers and as fathers and as husbands and everything else. We can only do the best we can do as men. And that what we know how to do best is go in there and knock the fuck out of each other in a fight, and to put on a show for the paying customer. And I hope you guys will enjoy this fight as much as I will. I'll see you all on the 21st. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tyson Fury. Alexander, please tell us about your outfit, about your briefcase, about your gloves. This is a whole new look. What can you tell us about this?
I don't know.
What's in the briefcase, Alexander?
It's just character.
Go on. He's thinking about it.
You can decide.
Yes.
To confirm this is a photograph of the first fight, Alexander Usyk is asking Tyson Fury to sign it.
I look like Shrek in the picture. It's a picture of me taking a big left hand to the jaw, and the ears blocked. It's a nice one.
Alexander, if you'd like to show the camera, please.
You will find it tomorrow on eBay.
There you go, signed and sealed from Alexander Usyk. Probably not on my press conference list today. Alexander, tell me this, do you need to do anything differently than what you did in the first fight, or was it all just okay?
No.
That's a pretty firm no from Alexander Usyk. And Tyson, I know you've already said goodbye, but I just want to bring you back in here. One of the comments out there was Tyson had too many voices in the corner. He needs to make changes. He needs to do this. He needs to do that. But I understand it's very much the same team and the same dream, right?
Yes.
What is going on? Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Well, we are expecting a phone call to come in very shortly, but let's keep things moving. We're expecting a phone call to come in from someone very important who's been involved in making this fight. Alexander, if you can't say yes or no, did anything surprise you about Tyson Fury the first time? Any surprises from Tyson Fury the first time?
Yes, of course.
What were they?
A lot of surprises.
What were these surprises, Alexander?
I don't remember.
Let's fire that question over to Tyson Fury. Did anything surprise you about Alexander Usyk?
Guess what? I don't remember either.
Okay, nobody remembers the first fight. I certainly remember it. It was a great fight. It was May this year. But they're going to do it again on December 21st. I'd like to get a kind of message here. I'm not sure what I'm going to get, but Tyson, do you have a message for Alexander Usyk staring down the table? You've signed a poster for him. Anything else?
No.
And Alexander, final word to you, champ. What is your message to Tyson Fury?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to thank you so much. Brilliant. Very, very much a wordy press conference, which we won't forget. We're going to get some face-offs down the front. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, champion and challenger will officially face each other as they prepare for December 21st. The event will be seen live on the Zone and TNT Sports around the world. 12 rounds of boxing, the two best heavyweights in the world, and this will be for the universally recognized heavyweight championship of the world. Tyson Fury, 34 victories, 24 by knockout. Proudly representing the United Kingdom, the former lineal and two-time heavyweight world champion, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. And from Ukraine, the man with the perfect record, 22 fights, 22 victories, 14 by knockout. Former cruiserweight world champion, reigning, defending, undefeated, universally recognized heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk.
Yo, mic check, mic check. Chain. Yo, Tyson. What's up?
No, he's put on the phone, isn't he?